Hello, this is Mr. Short for the online band class. Let's go ahead and get started. So again, name is Mr. Short. This is the online band class. This class is for Thursday, April 16th, 2020. This is session 9. That's entitled number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Okay, let's look at our agenda. So we're going to have announcements, robust vocabulary, breathing exercises, and then we're going to go in the book to number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Hey, our announcements as always, you have a playing test on Oh Susanna on Friday, April 14th, 2020. That's this Friday. Make sure you go ahead and pick up your instruments from Lily Burney and guide in your music packets and make sure they have the right date. This date should be April 13th through the 17th. Make sure you're sharing your robust vocabulary sentences. Here's the new one. Classes will begin going on Google Hangouts starting April 27th. That's not next week, but the next. Alright, robust vocabulary. Today's robust vocabulary word is recount. Narrate or tell, count over again. And here is your example sentence. So, the narrator recounts the story of his youth playing baseball in the movie The Sandlot. Okay? Now let's do our breathing exercises. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2. Breathe in and go. And in. Hold. Sit for 4. Out. Back in. Hold. Sip. Out. Okay, guys, now it's time to play Range and Flexibility Builder. This can be found on page 30, number 154. But first, before we play that, I'd like to talk about the difference between ties and slurs. Now, ties we've already had. We've had it in our music before, okay? All right, so a tie, the definition you remember is a connection, say the tie, one line, a curvy line, connecting two of the same pitches and making them the same value. So we have a quarter note here. They combine them. They make it a 2 count. So you play that quarter note the same as you would a half note, right? 1 1 makes 2. Okay, so you put them together. Now, a slur, by definition, is connecting. See, is a curved line connecting notes of 2 different pitches. Okay, so if we were in treble clef, we have a D and a C. If we were in bass clef, we have an F and an E. So also the idea of slurring is we're actually making these notes smooth. We call that in music legato. Okay, so instead of if we played in a D, C, or F to B, if we played it da, da, that had a lot of space in between there, okay? That wouldn't be a slur. Now if we played it ta, see how smooth that was? Ta, there was a continuous sound all the way through that, okay? And that's what we're aiming for in a slur. In fact, that's how I want you to do the slurs in our music. Instead of doing ta, ta, or two if you're a flute, I want you to say ta, okay? Everyone do that with me one time. Ta. Okay, so remember that a tie connects the same pitches and a slur connects 2 different pitches, and the goal of a slur is to make it smooth, and we call that legato. Okay, good luck playing number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Okay, flutes, we're going to do numbers 154, range and flexibility builder. All right, so let's remember and review the difference between a tie and a slur. Remember, a tie connects two the same notes, connects them in their same value, and a slur connects two different notes and makes it legato, makes it smoother. Okay, so this is what we're working on in this one. So we have, let's take these first two measures. We have an F, and it has a slur to a C, and then back to F. This note's going to be tongued, saying two. This note's going to be tongued, but this one is not. You're going to say two, ah, two. And also remember, since this has to be smooth, you're going to have to move your fingers very fast. It needs to be sound like this. Two, ah, two. This is what it sounds like. All right, so let's look at some stuff in the music before we name our notes, okay? So we have from 4/4 time, the top number tells us there's 4 beats in the measure. The second 4 tells us that the quarter note gets the beat. We have 2 flats in our key signature. Doesn't really look like we have any dynamics, so we're going to assume mezzo forte. And we have accidentals. So accidentals are entered flats and naturals in our music. So we have the first one, we have A flat. Remember, A flat is G with that A flat pinky key. Okay, and then we have E natural. Remember E natural, almost the same as F, except we put down one more key. And A natural, high A natural. Remember A natural? It's just thumb, 1, 2, and then pinky, okay? Thumb, 1, 1, 2, pinky. All right, so let's name our notes real quick. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. F, C, F, G, D, G, A flat, E flat, A flat, A natural, E natural, A natural, B flat, F, B flat. Good, and I forgot something. We have this thing. Can someone tell me what that means? If you said fermato, you're correct. That means just hold the note out. Okay? So, let's play this together. And remember, we're going two, ah, two. So we have to get that slur, that ah, the slur. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Wow, that took a lot of air. I hope you didn't run out of air like Mr. Short did in measure 2, okay? All right, now it's your turn. Okay, now clarinets, we're going to look at number 154 of flexibility builder, range and flexibility builder. Now, in our last lesson, we looked at the F scale. It starts on your G. Now, if you cannot do this, And at that low note, I encourage you to go practice that a little bit more because you're going to have difficulties playing numbers 154 without being able to do that. Remember, the key to that is make sure you're blowing a lot of air, having the right mouther, and make sure you're covering the holes completely with not the top part of your finger, the fat middle part of your finger. Okay, and again, make sure you're seeing the circles. Okay, so let's get into it. Now, I already made a short video on how to use register key, so I'm going to go over some of that right now. All right, so the first one we have, remember, we're going from G to D. All we need to know is G is back thumb, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and go into that D. All we need to do is press the register key. Okay. So let's look at a few more things in here before we get started. We have 4/4 time signature. Okay, that means 4 beats in the measure according to who gets the beat. We have nothing in key signature. Okay, but we do have some accidentals. We have right here. We have the low B flat. We have this F sharp, and that's it. Okay. Now again, difference between a slur and a tie. Remember, a tie connects two of the same notes, connects their values together, okay? And a slur connects two different notes and try to make some legato, smooth and connected. So we're to make sure we're doing the slur here. So it's ta, or even you want to go ta-ya, since we're going kind of up. So here we go. So remember, let's name our notes. And remember, all the high notes, if you don't know the fingers to them, they're the same fingerings as the low notes. But all you need to do to play the high note is play the with the register key. Okay. So remember, G is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. The A is just another button up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We have B flat. 1, 2, 3, 1. We have B natural. 1, 2, 3, 2. And we have C. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And all you need to do to play a high note is press the register key. Okay. Now let's name our notes together. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. G, D, G, A, E, A, B flat, F, B flat, B natural, F sharp, B natural, C, G, C. Okay? Now let's try to play it together. Remember, if you can't play the notes to the F scale, I would highly suggest you practice that until you get a good low G, and then play with me, okay? Practice that first before we play this. All right, here we go. Playing it. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready. Alright, so happy practicing on that. Remember, the key to this is making sure we can hit the low notes before we go to the high notes. Okay? Okay, saxophone, today we're going to look at number 154, range and flexibility builder. Let's get into it. Alright, so we have 4/4 time. There's 4 beats per measure. Cornell gets the beat. And we have a F sharp that will affect that note down there. We also have these accidentals, these extra the naturals for F natural right here, and a C sharp. Remember, F natural is 1 2 3 1, and C sharp is no hands. Let's go ahead and name these notes. And 1 2, ready, go. D A D E B E F sharp C F sharp F sharp C sharp F sharp G D G. Okay. Now let's try to play that. And remember the difference between a tie and a slur. A tie connects 2 of the same notes, and a slur connects 2 different notes. So we're going from a D to an A here. So it'll be 2 different notes, and we're trying to make them suit. So how you want to do that is how we're going to articulate. We're going to go ta, ta. You're going to say ta to the first note. And the third note, we're going to say ah, and just not disrupt the air from the note, and make sure we're moving our fingers quickly, okay? All right, let's try to play this. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready. All right, happy practicing. Okay, French horns, now it's your turn to play number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. This can be found on page 10, and it's, again, number 154. Alright, so let's go ahead and first things first, talk about some of the music. We're in 4/4 time. That means the top number tells us there are 4 beats in measure: 1 2 3 4. These 2 half notes, and then the bottom number, this bottom 4, tells us that the quarter note gets the beat. Okay. In our key signature, we have a 1 flat, a B flat that puts us in the key of F. We have some accidentals here. Remember, the rule about accidentals is they only go through this measure. So, for example, this E flat right here, remember E flat is in the second button, second vowel, would affect any other E flats if there were any other E flats in that measure. And this E flat would affect any other E flats in this measure, but we see that we have an E flat here and an E here. This E flat does not affect this E, okay? So these 2 would be E flat, and this would be E natural, okay? So, again, let's review some of our notes. Remember, C is open, then we have G is open as well, then C. Then we have this high D here, which is open. Then we have A, 1 and 2. D is open. E flat is the second button. B flat, remember we have the flat over here, is the first button. Back to E flat, second button. E natural, which is open. And then we have B natural, which is a second button. And then back to E, open. Then this high F is first button. And then C's open, then back to the high F. Okay? All right, let's name our notes real quick. And 1. Oh yeah, one other thing. So we have these slurs. Remember, at the beginning of the video, we talked about slurs. Remember, a slur connects two different notes compared to a tie that connects to the same notes. Okay. So how I want you to play this when we tongue, I want you to go ta ta. I'll say that again. Ta ta. Okay. So here we go. Let's number notes. 1 and 2 and 1 2. Ready? Go. C G C. Breathe. D A D. E flat B E flat. E natural B E natural. F C F. And you know how I personally sang this. C G C G C. I kind of made it da. That's that ta ta. Okay. So remember when we play this, especially right here, it's very important to get that the slur. You see the curved line? That means we have a slur. It's two different notes. Okay. All right. Let's see how this is played. All right. Now let's try playing it. And 1 and 2 and 1 2. Ready? Go. Okay, trumpets, now it's your turn to play number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Let's first look at some stuff in the music. Okay, we're in 4/4 time. Okay, that means the quarter note gets the beat. That's the bottom number, and the top number tells us there's 4 beats in each measure. We have no flat sharps or key signature. That tells us we're in the key of C. We do have some accidentals. Remember, accidentals are just kind of flats or sharps that are not in the key that's placed in. And remember the accidental rule. It means that this flat carries throughout the measure, carries throughout. So it would affect all B flats that are in this measure, even though there's not any. So it would stop right here. And then the next measure, this flat right here, will affect any of the other B flats that are in this measure, but stops. Okay? So that means this B is actually B natural. Remember, second button. We have F sharp, which is also second button. Back to another B natural. Okay? So, and two, let's talk about ties and slurs. I know I talked about it in the beginning of this video. Okay? So, remember, a slur is a curved line that connects two different pitches, okay? Two different pitches. And the goal of a slur is to make it legato, nice and smooth, okay? So what I want you to do when you tongue to say this, I want you to go ta ah ta. Do that again. Ta ah ta. Okay? All right. So let's quickly name the notes. Okay? And one, and two, and one, two, ready, go. G, D, G, A, E, A, B flat, F, B flat, B natural, F sharp, B, C, G, C. Okay, and now let's go over some of the fingers. So we have G's open. This low D is 1 and 3. G's open. We have A 1 and 2. The E is 1 and 2. A is 1 and 2. This B flat is first button. F is first button. B flat first button. B natural second button. F sharp is second button. This B natural second button. C is open. G is open. And C is open. So what is this kind of telling us is that besides from the first measure where we have F, D, F, the other ones are going to be on the same button. Like in measure 3 and 4 right here, we have an A to an E. So that measure, all you're going to do is press 1 and 2. The next you have B flat and F. And next you have, so they're going to stay in the same button. Next you have B natural, F sharp. Back to B natural, same button. Then you have, and then you have the high C and the G. So same thing, all of it's going to be open, okay? So except for the first measure, we have to go G, D, G. That's the only measure you're going to have to move buttons. All the other ones are either, it's going to be on the same button, okay? So ta, ta on the same button. Okay. Now, let's play this. Okay? And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Okay? And that's how you play number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Okay, trombones and baritones. Now let's look at your music. We're looking at number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder on page 30. Again, it's number 154. Okay, so let's look at a few things. Again, we have 4/4 time signature. Top four tells us there's 4 beats in the measure. The bottom number tells us the chord note gets the beat. In our key signature, we have B flat and E flat. B flat right here, E flat right here. Okay. Now we also have some accidentals. We have A flat. Remember, the accidental rule is that the accidental, either sharp, flat, or natural, only affects the measure. Okay. So we have A flat right here. We have E flat right here. That's in the key signature. And then we have another A flat right here. Now, we'll go to this A flat. Since this accidental only affects this measure, this goes back to what? A natural. A natural in second position. This E natural right here, we have an accidental. Okay, that only affects that E because it's only a measure. Then this A is going to also be natural. Okay. Now, we discussed the slurs before. Now, all right. So a slur. Now, remember, a slur is a connects two pitches. So remember, a tie connects one pitch. This is connecting two different pitches, the F to C. So that's what makes it a slur. Now, what also makes a slur, we're trying to make it this thing called legato, it's an Italian word. And what that means, it's smooth. We want it very smooth. Instead of it sounding like this, F, C. You see all the break I had between that? We want it to sound like this. F, C, F. Okay? Now, how I want to say that is like this. Ta, ta. See how I said ta right here when we start off the note? And then when we went the slur, I said ah, and then back to ta. That's how I want you to play it. I'll do that one more time. Ta, ta. Okay? That's how I want you to play all of these. Ta, 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 ta. Okay? Oh, look at this. We also have this fermata. Remember, fermata means hold it longer than usual. Okay? All right, so let's name our notes real quick. I'll put on the metronome. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. F, C, F, G, D, G, A, E, A natural, E natural, A, B flat, F, B flat. Okay? And now, one thing I want to say, especially for trombone, is look at the positions I put up here, okay? So, I want you to start in 6th position. You can play F in 6th position that has fast air, then slow air for a C, then back up. So, fast, slow, fast. Ta, ta, okay? Then, for the G and the D, I want you to, trombones, I want you to play that in 4th position, both of them. Back to the G in 4th position. G, D, G should be all in 4th position. Then go up to A flat and E flat in 3rd. A flat, E flat, A flat. Make sure all that's in 3rd position. And then 2nd position, we're playing A natural, E natural, and A. And then finally, trombone 1st position, the high B flat, F to B flat. Okay, so we're going from 6, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Okay. If you have any questions about these slurs, make sure you comment in the comment section on Schoology. Other than that, happy practicing. Let's see how this sounds. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, right. Okay, Tuba, it's now your turn. Again, we're playing number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. This can be found on page 30. And again, it's number 154. Okay, let's look at the music. Okay, so first things first, we have 4/4 time signature. Okay, first top number tells us how many beats are in a measure. Bottom note tells us the quarter note gets a beat. We have B flat, E flat in our key signature that gives us a key of B flat right there. So B flat, E flat. We have some accidentals. Okay, we have A flat. Remember, the accidental rule is that when you have an accidental, it affects only the measure that it's in. Okay, so this also, so This only affects the measure that it's in. Then we have this A. Now, we just said this only affects the measure that it's in. So does this A flat and two A flats right here affects this A? No, it doesn't. So that goes back to A natural, okay? Okay? And then we have a fermata right here. And it tells us to play a little bit longer than we normally do, okay? So, now, let's name our notes. And 1, 2, ready, go. F, C, F, G, D, G, A flat, E flat, A flat, A natural, E natural, A flat, A natural, B flat, F, B flat. Okay. Now let's take one more look at these. Now we have these little lines right here. We've already talked about the difference between tie and a slur. Okay, so remember a tie is two of the same notes, and a slur is two different notes. Okay, so these have two different notes. So we're slurring from a F to a B flat. Okay, so how we're going to do that, how I want you to say it when we play it is ta, ta, okay? Ta, ta. Next one, ta, ta. Okay, so the point of these slurs is to make this thing called legato. So legato is how we make things smooth. It means smooth in Italian, okay? Connected. So you can't play it like ta, 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 right? Those are space in between. There's space right here and space right here. So we need to have these two or be interconnected, smooth. So it's more sounds like this. Ta, ta. Okay? Next one. Ta, ta. Next one. Ta, ta. Next one. Ta, ta. Next one. Last one. Ta, ta. Okay? So make sure we're using these slurs, making sure it's legato. Okay? And let's see how it sounds. And 1, 2, and 1, 2, ready? Hi, Percussion. Now it's your turn to play number 154, Range and Flexibility Builder. Let's look at the music. Okay, so we're in 4/4 time. Now, let's review, before we even start to play this and break this down, let's review our 4 strokes. Alright, so we're going to do the first two loud ones first. We have rebound stroke, which, remember, the rebound stroke just goes all the way back. We have the controlled stroke, which is just starts up and goes down. Those are 2 loud ones. Now we're going to do the soft ones. First one, we have the tap. Okay, just tap. And then the upstroke. Remember, on the upstroke, you're going to do your wrist. Just think about your wrist. Alright, so looking at these first 2 measures, we have these accents, okay? So in order to get these accents, we have to do different parts of these 4 strokes. So first stroke we're going to do is controlled, right hand. Okay, then we have upstroke, left hand, upstroke, right hand, and then, so it's going to sound more like this. Let's look at that with the music right quick. So we're in measures 1 and 2. This is how it goes. So up, 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 up. and all I'm going to do is just simple taps for measure 2, okay? So I'll try that one more time. So we have a control stroke, upstroke, upstroke, control stroke, control stroke, upstroke, upstroke, control stroke, then tap, 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 tap. I'm going to show you that one more time. So start with control. Okay. Hey, measures 3 and 4. So we have now accents on the first two notes. So these two are going to be controlled, and the next two are going to be upstrokes. So we have control, controlled, up, up. With control. Let's look at that with the music. So we're writing measure 2 and measure 3. Sounds like this. Okay, let's go on to measure or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hey, there are a few ways you can do this one, but the way I found it simple is in your right hand, you're going to do rebound strokes. Okay, and then your left hand is going to do controlled, then tap. So it sounds like this. Okay, let's play that and look at the music. So we'll measure of 5 and 6 right here. Okay, so rebound stroke, controlled, rebound, upstroke, rebound stroke, controlled stroke, rebound, upstroke. Okay, let's just start playing. One more time. All right, now on to measure 7 and 8. So 7 and 8, we're going to have, let me look at that one more time. 7 and 8, we're going to have upstroke, control, controlled, upstroke, upstroke, control, controlled, upstroke, upstroke, control, control, then tap out. It's kind of like the first two, but we're just offsetting the offsetting real quick. So let's look at that. Okay, so we have upstroke, control, control, upstroke, control, control, upstroke, upstroke, control, control. Okay, sounds like this. One more time. Let's do that looking at the music. So we're right here and right here. All right, and last two measures. So we have an upstroke because we have to prepare for the accent on beat 2. Okay, and let's see, what was it? Upstroke. I think the others are just taps. So it's upstroke, a little faster, okay. Let's play that looking at the music. So we're in last two measures. And remember, we have a fermata. This doesn't really count for you, but if you were playing anything like xylophone, remember that fermata means hold it out a little bit longer, okay? So, let's start at the beginning and play it all the way through. I will move the mic down a little bit closer. Oh, here we go. And 1, and 2, and 1, 2, ready, go. Hey, I would suggest practice this very slowly. It's a little bit complicated. Make sure you take 2 measures at a time, slow it down, speed it back up, and then put the whole thing together. So first 2 measures, make sure that's nice and solid. Then go on to measures 3 and 4, and then connect them. Go to then 1 through 4. Then do measures 5 and 6. Then do measures 3, 4, 5, 6, and then once you get that solid down, connect 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is an exercise that you have to take very slow and very methodically in order to master. You can't just... It has to be the... Oop, hit the mic. Hit the mic again. You have to have those fundamental strokes in to be able to play it correctly, okay? So take your time on this. Slow it down, speed it up, do what you need to do. Make sure it's good before it gets fast. Okay? All right. Happy practicing, guys.